We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today, week 18 in the NFL. It should be a interesting week. Some spots that don't matter whatsoever. Some spots that matter an awful lot. So, going to be a nice full card of NFL. We also have an NBA slate. And then we have 2 games in the NHL as well. So we'll be going over a decent amount of stuff here. But before we get into today's slate, before we look at today's games, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. What went right, what went wrong. Overall, it was a frustrating day yesterday. I believe in college basketball, we started 2-11-1. I ended up finishing 27, 28, and 5. I think the site finished 26, 29, and 5 or something like that.
25, 29, and 5, yeah.
Yeah, it was just not the way we wanted yesterday to go. We had a lot of plays, and we ended up finishing down a little bit. In the NFL, I lost my only play with the Chiefs, -10. They win, which means that one of my plays for today is still okay, but they did not get the job done covering the spread. I think they were driving at the end of the game. I didn't watch. Hockey. I did live bet the Minnesota Wild +120 heading into overtime. We know Washington's not a good overtime team, and they lost in a shootout. So I was able to cash +120, which dampened the blow for hockey a little bit for me last night, but it still wasn't a pretty night. Couple bounces do not go my way, and it's very frustrating. I had the Penguins -107. They go up 2-0. I also had the over 5.5 in the game. It was 2-0 in the first period. I was like, okay, this looks good. And then they lose 3-2. Probably the worst possible result I could have had in that entire game. So that was the start of my day. Carolina Hurricanes, they were down 3-1. They tie it up, force overtime, just to lose in overtime. Yeah. Lightning -131. I beat a 45-cent line movement on that game. It didn't matter. They got blown out. They lose 5-2. I did catch the over 5.5 in that game, though, between Boston and Tampa Bay. We finally got the New Jersey-Columbus matchup we were expecting 2 days ago with a high-scoring one there. 4-3 the final score. And that one I had over 6. I cashed there. Toronto and Colorado. Holy crap, what a game. It was 4-1 Toronto heading into the third period. Colorado wins 5-4 in overtime. This team is an absolute juggernaut. Cashed the over 6. Cash the team total over 3.5. And then the late night games did not help. Vegas Golden Knights puck line and over 5.5. Both are losers. Marc-Andre Fleury stood on his absolute freaking head. It was just frustrating. I wasn't expecting that good of a game out of Marc-Andre there. He showed up. He showed up ready to play for his former franchise. Detroit and LA over 5.5 did not hit. But I did cash the money line on the LA Kings at -135. That was my last Woody standing pick. So I'm now on to Sunday here. I got to decide which team I'm going with today. And then I also had the Capitals team total over 3.5. So that live bet on Minnesota kind of bailed me out of the Capitals there. Overall, including the live bet, 6 and 8 down 2.75 units. Not including it, 5 and 8 down 5.8 units, or down 3.95 units. Overall, yesterday, 33, 37, and 5 down 7.52 units. Just a very frustrating time right now. I'm hoping to somehow get out of this. This has just been one after another after another. It's just frustrating.
Oh yeah. I feel that one. On the site yesterday, the only profitable sport was the NBA, which was a 2-1, which is nothing. Indiana and Miami came through. Milwaukee money line did not. Yeah, 25, 29, and 5, which, considering we started off the day 2-11-1 or something like that, was not terrible. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. We saw the first 13 games. We saw the first, I think, 18 games. We had 4 wins out of them. We're like, oh boy, it's going to be that one of those types of games. And then the later part of the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, those games, those really started to help us out. And so at least that was a little bit helpful there to us to break even. I will say I had a little bit of free play money, so I ended up being somehow profitable yesterday. I think it's just trying to just I guess I live bet table tennis, which is interesting. I have a little bit of approach to that. And then my free play money. I had essentially a couple units on that South Carolina Vanderbilt game over, because that one was one of those plays that we had like 18 points of value on. So that kind of worked out nicely. But ultimately, 25, 29, and 5. I'm not going to go over all of them. 2 of them were actual pushes. 3 of them were postponements. Nick went 4 and 5 in hockey. So we look to try to bounce around or bounce back. 9 games in the college basketball today. 6 for NBA. As least plays for me. And then we have 5 NFL. And then Nick, I think, has 2 hockey. So hopefully it's a bounce back day and we can make some money.
Yeah, hopefully.
Let's go ahead and head over to the chat and say hi. Lex says supness and lateness. I was the one drinking a handle last night. Fair enough. Good morning. Good morning. CSN says hi, awesome people. Hi, Rat. Nice NCAA slate too. Today, decent size slate. Not that bad. 16 games. Sup, fellas. On Almost Adulting, I gave out the Cowboys to cover and the over.
Nice.
Fair enough. I don't think I was watching at that point. I think I fell asleep. So good work, dude. 5th through 10th person forgot to hit the like. Hey, if you don't hit the like, you're not going to cash anything today. Penguins sold. Facts. Ducks tonight. Higher one. Ducks and Blues and Reg.
Yes.
Okay. Lick the like button. LSU last night was gold. Yeah, lick it. I like Hofstra in college basketball. I have to pull up my college basketball thing and gave the thumbs up. Let me go pull that up before we jump into NFL. Just so I can give you the answer on that Hofstra game. I don't think we bet it. But
I think we did.
Did we? No.
I don't know. I'm currently just typing in my plays for football today.
I don't even see it on my thing. Nope, we did bet it. We're against you. We're on JMU. That was the only side we have today. Ha. But we got a lot of games to go over. Morning, Brian. We got a lot of games to go over. So, Nick, let's try to power through these games, because I know a lot of the football games really have like no impact on anything.
Yeah, there's some football games I have almost nothing to say for. So
yeah, keep in mind, week 8. Me and Nick, heavy statistical analytical people. Week 18, throw those out the window because it's all situational, all that stuff. So we'll go ahead and jump into the slate, try to run through it. Nick, let's go ahead. Let's do this.
Yeah. We'll kick it on off here with I'm trying to type in plays too. Green Bay Packers are at the Detroit Lions here. Packers are 3.5-point road favorites, total 44.5 time. I'll let you go first on this one.
Yeah. I think Aaron Rodgers is supposed to play a little bit in this game, which is a little bit weird that he would, just because why you already have the 1 seed locked up. You should be resting this, that, and the other. I will say I did not bet this game. Besides, I did do a Hail Mary teaser and parlay. Just $5 on the teaser, $5 on the parlay, just to have a little bit of fun, $10, whatever. I do have the Lions on it, and me and Nick do have on the site. We put it up like a week ago. We have 2 free plays today up on the site because we got a crazy good line, and we're just trying to help our record out a little bit. We got the Lions at plus 11 on the site, along with Carolina plus 16.5 on the site. So this is a spot where we lean Lions, or I have Lions on my big parlay thing, but ultimately I did not really bet this one straight up.
I did get to a spot in this game, and this is specifically because Aaron Rodgers is starting. I hopped on Green Bay first quarter minus a half a point. I don't think he plays more than a quarter in this game, or maybe a half. But I was just sticking with the quarter here. I mean, with Green Bay being this small of favorites, expecting the starters to go at least the first drive or two. I expect them to get out to an early lead. And then once the starters go out, then Detroit can take over. But I think this game is Green Bay early and Detroit late, because if you're Matt LaFleur, that's just stupid. That's not smart. So I'm on the Green Bay Packers in the first quarter at minus half a point at minus 120. So that's where I'm looking at here.
There you go. Rodgers going for incentives. He probably doesn't give two craps about incentives.
I didn't see any incentives for him to go for.
Yeah.
Unless you saw something I didn't. I didn't see any incentives for him.
Lions might get a win today. Honestly, with these two teams,
they could.
They could. Very well could. This is a game where neither team cares about this game. Packers already locked up the one spot. Lions already locked up the two spot for the draft. So neither team really cares about it. You won your buzzer beater with Rutgers. Nice. First quarter or first half. And then pushed on the last Woody standing, Mahomes. Under 270. He ended with 269. Hey, you're still in, though. Sorry. You're still in the last Woody standing, though. So good job. I'm not in it. I went out Monday. Packers do not need this game at all. They really don't. He wants that MVP, which I think is... I really don't think...
He's locked up the MVP already.
Contrary opinion, I don't think he deserves the MVP. I think Jonathan Taylor does.
Stay away game. Yeah,
reason why line is at 1.6.
It's because we don't expect him to play the entire game.
Yeah. For Rude, Green Bay first quarter, 1 point. I think it's that would be a minus 130, 140.
I have no idea.
Not a clue for Packs. I don't understand the 1.6. Yeah, first quarter. If anything, under in the Green Bay game. We'll see.
I can see that.
We'll go from a game that does not matter to a game that does not matter, Nick.
Yeah, point home favorites, total 44.5. What are you looking at here?
This is another one of those games I did not bet straight up, but I put it in the parlay teaser thing I put a parlay teaser for every single game. So I have the Bears in this one. I don't think either team really cares. I think the Vikings might try to get Mike Zimmer fired. This is an ugly situation for both sides. Justin Fields is probably going to be playing, and I think that's probably a good spot for him. I don't know. This one's just one of those that were a Bears type deal for my parlay, because I wanted to put something in for that for each side. This is not a pretty spot for it, though. I'm going to be passing straight up on this one, but Bears on my big parlay, which, by the way, if anybody is interested in knowing, I believe it's $5 to win $38,846. So there you go.
All right. Yeah, this is not a game I got to either. This feels like a coin toss game to me. If I had to pick a side, if you gun to my head, had to pick a side, I'd lean Bears. They've looked a little bit better the last few weeks. And we know how Minnesota can never win a game by margin. When they do, it's a close game or they lose straight up. So Bears are nothing, I guess, in this game for me, but I'm not getting involved here.
Nope. No, I didn't bet any futures. I didn't bet anything like that. I just think JT is ultimately the better player, and I think running backs don't get enough credit in the league. Vikings, money line, you like that? No, I do not like that. I like Minnesota against the Bears. Fine. Cousins is back. That's fantastic that he's back. I don't care. Mike Zimmer will be fired. They said already. Same with Nagy. It's fair enough. Win a soda. No, lose a soda. Got announced like 30 minutes ago that Zimmer's going to get fired. Fantastic. Vikings, Titans, Patriots, Washington, Bucks parlay. I'm not a fan of that Vikings one, and I will say I'm on the opposite side of the Patriots, and I'm on the opposite side of the Bucks as well.
Do you think the Carolina Panthers, or just because we have the plus 16 on the site?
Well, I have them +8 on my thing, but I just think that this is a spot where Tampa Bay can't move, and we'll go over this game in a little bit. But Tampa Bay can't move, and it doesn't matter. Jefferson anytime touchdown. I don't blame you for that one. What's the parlay? Well, you'll hear me go over each and every game, and I'll tell you each one so far. It's Lions +3.5 and Chicago +4. So let's keep running through it.
Yeah, Jacksonville Jaguars here. Colts are 14-point road favorites in this spot. Total 43 in this game. Where are you looking here?
Yeah, I just think it's too many points. I honestly got it at, I think, 15 yesterday or 15.5, whatever it was yesterday or last night. I know it was at like 16.5 on Circa and stuff.
I got 16.
But this is a spot where Colts need to win and they're in, and I don't think they go crazy. I'm not going to be the crazy person that thinks that the Jacksonville Jaguars win this game straight up just because the Colts haven't won a game in Jacksonville since 2014. But I feel like Colts win this game. But do they cover a 2-touchdown spread? No, I do not think so. So I'm on Jacksonville. This is one of our plays for today. Jacksonville plus, I believe we got it at 15.5. Correct, Nick?
Yeah, I think we got it at. You keep freezing. There we go.
I don't freeze.
Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, for this game, I went a little bit with this one here. I'm on Jacksonville. I got him plus 16. I took a shot here. This is week 18. Crazy things can happen. We're going to go a little sprinkle. Half unit money line play. Jacksonville Jaguars straight up plus 675 as I realized that I typed in .U5 when I can't type here. I'm trying to type half a unit for that play. There we go. I have a half unit sprinkle here on these Jacksonville Jaguars to win this game straight up. I love the idea of the Jaguars playing spoiler this week. And for whatever reason, last year, the Jacksonville Jaguars went 1-15. Their only loss or their only win at home versus the Colts. I know this sounds stupid, but I mean, it's spoiler. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, and I have this bet as well. Either the Jaguars or the Jets are going to win straight up today. Let's decide which one. So give me the Jaguars here. I got them plus 16, and I got them plus 675 to win this game straight up, half unit play.
A little bold, but okay. We'll go ahead and keep going through the chat. Bucks can move to second seed. I really don't think that matters. And sorry, but the Panthers are a dumpster fire. That's fantastic. It's week 18. Anything can happen. Colts first half. Colts to Jags, like Cowboys to Eagles, win by 30. I don't think so. Tease the Jags. I did tease the Jaguars. Jags won't get past Colts defense. They won't even get to 18 points. That's fine. They don't have to as long as it's a lower scoring game. No, I don't think the Colts score that much. Over in the Buffalo and Jets game, we'll go over that one in a minute.
We'll look at that game a little bit deeper there, yeah.
That sounds like a stretch for both. That's fine. Hey, at the end of the day, they're just bets. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. Tease the Jags and the Jets. I like that. Jags because Glennon played for them.
Let me take the Colts now.
Also, Jags 6-0 at home versus Colts.
That's what I've been saying. I don't know
if that's what you
Yeah, the Colts haven't won in Jacksonville since 2014. Granted, a couple of those years when the Jacksonville Jaguars had actually legitimate teams like Blake Bortles and Saxonville. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a legitimate team. Totally.
They made the AFC Championship game, didn't they?
And they did nothing after that.
Okay. Well, that one year they had a legitimate team.
There you go. Let's keep rolling, Nick.
Yeah, Tennessee Titans are at the Houston Texans in this one here. Titans are now 10.5-point road favorites, total 42.5. And look at this spot here. I'm so glad the Kansas City Chiefs won their game last night, yesterday straight up, just so this bet's still alive. Clinch the number 1 seed. And this is a spot here where I think they take care of business against the Houston Texans. I think they dominate in this game. Oh, by the way, last game with the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts, there's that one stat I have to bring up for this one, and then this also works in the Falcons game as well. Teams that are already eliminated from the playoffs versus teams who have to win to get into the playoffs. Teams are eliminated. Jacksonville, teams that need to win. Indianapolis, 95-56, 63% against the spread since 1990. It's baked into the line, people. So, and usually those teams that need to win to get into the playoffs are heavily backed by the public. So that was just one thing I had to say there. But I like the Texans here, minus the 10 points. That's what I got them at, is minus 10. I think the Texans should just roll over Houston and win this game, take the number 1 seed in the AFC, and take their bye, take their second-round matchup in the playoffs with a healthy Derrick Henry. This team's dangerous. This team is going to be dangerous coming to the playoffs. So I like the Titans here. I laid the 10 points, and I expect them to take care of business in this game.
Yeah, I grabbed the Titans too. I'm not super confident in that play. It's not one of the ones that I bet straight up. Should the Titans win this game? Yes, they should win this game. Last time they played against the Texans, they lost. They got crushed. But this is for that 1 seed. Yes, they're trying to go after that bye, which is very important, especially if they can get a healthy King Henry going into that game. So, yes, I think the Titans win. Do they cover? I sure hope so. I teased the Titans down to -3 on my teaser. So hopefully that cashes at the bare minimum. But I also got the Tennessee Titans -10.5 on my big parlay as well.
And we look over the chat, then we'll move on to the next game. I don't remember where you got up to. Titans.
Titans. Yep. Texans may get shut out.
Don't look twice.
Lex.
But
sorry, Lex. Who's freezing, me or Nick? If you can help us out, who's freezing, me or Nick? Over in Titans and Houston game, 42.5.
I can see it. The only question is whether or not the Texans are going to score enough to lift that over. If you're looking at an over in that game, I would look at Tennessee's team total at 27.
Okay. Texans +10.5. Davis Mills legacy game has nothing to lose. I don't think so. Saints need to win. We'll go over that game in a minute. Francisco, I like it. Titans rule. Yep. I hate betting against teams that have nothing to lose. Just like what happened to the Chiefs game. They almost lost. Facts. Nick is freezing. Yep. Nick just left the stream and coming back to see if that helps at all. So hopefully resetting it helps it a little bit. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't freeze as much. Speaking of games that do not matter.
Yeah, Washington football team are at the New York Giants in this one here. Washington 7-point favorites, total 36.5. I'm going to make this pretty simple. Actually, it's down to 6.5 now. This is Washington football team or nothing. Mm-hmm. Just the way the Giants are playing lately. Team total over 14.5 for the Giants. Worth the look. In this spot here, it would only be Washington for me. There was one incentive with this game that I read a little bit. Taylor Henneke, if I can speak, with a win in this game, would get $125,000 in incentives for starting and winning a certain amount of games. I don't know exactly what it was. This is Jake Fromm appearance here for New York 14.5. I think that's a decent spot. First half full game. Maybe for Washington, I can only look towards the football team here, though.
Yeah, no, I'm on the same page as you. I will start off by saying this one's only part of my Hail Mary. Football team -7. This is not a spot that I necessarily like all that much. Yes, Tyler Henneke gets its incentives and stuff. This Giants team is atrocious. They have not been able to do anything on offense. I was going to say fade Mike Glennon, but he's not in now. This is a Washington spot or nothing, but I only have them on my parlay. I don't have them anywhere else, so not really interested in this game.
Yeah.
We'll go back to 1-800. I mean, there's a lot of 1-800 gambler games, so we're not going to play each time. Fade Mike Glennon, Jake Fromm playing. Definitely bet Washington.
Yeah.
Yep. Dre, I'm not playing, so yes, fade New York. Not the guy in the chat, the actual quarterback. This game is a game that the Deadskins should win. Should win. It's Jake Fromm. Definitely fade. Pass though. Yo. Let's keep rolling, Nick. I know we like this game a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't get to it though, but the Pittsburgh Steelers are at the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are 3.5-point home favorites, total of 40.5. This is plain and simple. I wish I got it at a certain line, and I'm not getting it at a certain line, so I'm not getting it. I wanted to bet the Steelers at +6 earlier in the week, and I never pulled the trigger on it, and now this is a complete stay off for me. I think that, it's now down to a 3. This game's now down to a 3. So absolutely no interest in the Steelers anymore. This is one of those games where it could have potential playoff implications. With a Jacksonville win, one of these two teams with the win could make it to the playoff. Chargers don't tie. So this game is a pass, though. I'm not interested in it. Stay away.
Yeah. By the way, Nick, you do keep freezing. I don't know
if you want it. It is. We'll fix it tomorrow.
If you want to log out and just like reset your Wi-Fi or something, and then come back or something like that, just to see if it helps. I know you keep freezing every like 2 minutes. So, Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens. I picked up the Steelers. I only did it on my parlay. I got them +3.5. I just think it's a spot where, with a close game like this, I'm not going to be laying any points because normally this divisional game is pretty close. And both these teams are fighting for a playoff spot still. At this point, I don't know. Is this game this is a 1:00 game, so they will not know whether or not Jacksonville is winning at this point. Yeah, this is a spot where this is going to be an ugly game. I do not believe Lamar Jackson is backed in yet. I'm going to go check that because I didn't see that. Didn't get that news earlier. Let's see. That's tiered. I want quarterback for Baltimore. Lamar Jackson's still out. Okay. With his ankle injury. Yeah, it's a long shot for either of these two teams to even make the playoffs. Jacksonville needs to win in order for that to happen. So we'll see. We'll see when it comes to that. Nick's back. Hi, Nick. But hopefully for this one, I put Steelers on my teaser and my parlay, but that's about it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we fixed it. Hopefully he fixed it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I restarted my computer.
Yep, Steelers money line, under in Baltimore. Cooper Kupp over 116 receiving yards. No Lamar. Yeah, Lamar is out. I figured that one out. But
that's why the line moved.
Yep, we'll go ahead and keep on trucking along, Nick. We got this game now.
Oh, boy. Yeah, talk about games I want nothing to do with. We have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are now 6-point home favorite, total 38 in this game. I'm just going to say it simple. I want nothing to do with this game, so this is a complete pass. No Burrow, no Mixon. I don't know if Jamar Chase is playing on the Cleveland side. I don't know if Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt are playing. I don't know. I don't think Baker Mayfield's not playing. Like, there's tons of players not playing today. I feel like the under 38 is the best look I can give you guys in this game, but I want absolutely nothing to do with this game. Pass here.
Yeah, I will say the only thing I have involved in this game is the Cincinnati Bengals +6 and +13.5 on my teaser and parlays. I have 5 plays today overall. 5. Not including the DGen Sunday try to win 38 grand parlay. So this is a spot I only grabbed Cincinnati for that parlay, and that is it. This is not a game I'm interested in because Cincinnati is locked into wherever they are. I don't know. They probably can move up and down based on freaking Buffalo and New England and all that stuff, but I'm not. They don't care. Burrow, no Mixon. I don't know about Chase, so this is a spot I'm not interested in this game in anything other than the parlay.
Yeah, I think this game was on the bottom of my list of games I wanted to bet.
I think there was another game, but I don't know. Browns -5, Browns money line. We'll see. We'll keep on moving on.
Yeah. Also, we have the New England Patriots at the Miami Dolphins here. Patriots are 6-point road favorites in this game, total 40.5. And this is another game that I just did not get to. For me, I think it'd be a lean towards the Dolphins and the points. If I had to get to a spot in this game, we know that New England seems to struggle in Miami, but I feel like that's Tom Brady struggling in Miami when he was a Patriot. But looking at this spot here, this is another stay away for me. I'd be lean towards these Dolphins. But with the Patriots, if they can get a win here and be Jets fans for a day, and the Jets get a win, they can win the AFC East. So who knows?
Yeah, this is a Dolphin spot for me. I picked them up +6 on my parlay. I just think that it's too many points for the Patriots to cover. I know they just want to win, and they already have a bad track record of games in Miami. New England does. So this is a spot where I think Miami keeps it close. They're one of the teams that have nothing to lose. So
those teams are terrifying.
Trying to go and get a win against New England. I think that's a good spot for them. I think Tua is still playing, and they're still trying to have some fun out there. So Dolphins, I grabbed them +6 for my parlay. Did I bet it straight up? No, I did not.
Fair enough. We'll move on to one of my favorite games of the day. Should be hopefully a fun game.
Pats -6. Moneyline Dolphins are still the Dolphins. Hey, Dolphins are still the Dolphins. That's fine. They had 5 good games, then back to... Yeah, I realize that. I'm fine with it. Miami keeps it close but loses. I agree. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, Nick, go ahead.
Yeah. New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills. Bills 16.5-point home favorites. Total 41. And for this game is another one of those games for me. The Jets have been playing a lot closer as of late. I will give them that. They are playing hard for Robert Saleh. This is a team that's playing like they have nothing to lose. We saw that last week against Tampa Bay, where they were able to compete into the fourth quarter against Tom Brady and the Patriots. They almost won that game straight up. I think that could potentially happen again today. The Jets are a dangerous team. Don't look now. They've covered 3 straight weeks. I'm trying to get the game up here. And looking at today, it's supposed to be around 32 degrees. But this is the biggest thing that made me want to push towards the Jets even more. At least taking the 17 points in this game, like I got. 25.3 mile-an-hour winds. Remember the last time we saw winds like that in Buffalo? Buffalo lost that game straight up and only scored 10 points. Now, granted, that was against the Patriots, and the Patriots just ran down their throat the entire game. But I don't know if the Bills score 17 points to cover this spread, to be completely honest. I can see this being a lower-scoring game. Don't look now. This Jets defense has woken up, or this Jets offense has woken up the last few weeks as well. They put up 24 against Tampa Bay, a good defense. They put up 26 against Jacksonville and 24 against Miami, another good defense. This is a Jets team that all of a sudden their offense is clicking. I lean over in this game a little bit as well, even with the wins and everything. This is a Jet spot for me. I'm on the Jets +17. we sprinkle a little on that money line, plus 615. I tell you guys, one of these huge underdogs, the Jets or the Jaguars, are winning straight up today. Potentially both. So give me the Jets plus 17. Give me the Jets on the money line plus 615. Let's ride.
Yeah, I will mention, I know it really doesn't matter anymore, but this is me and Nick's, what we put in for our circa bet for the last week, which obviously our group doesn't really count and we don't really, or
Care.
we sucked and it doesn't matter. But this is our best bet this week. I just feel like the Jets can keep it somewhat close enough to the point where they do not get blown out of the building. The Bills are going to do whatever they need to do. They'll probably be winning by a little bit at halftime, and then they'll start to slow down so they don't hurt their players because, hey, they still have a divisional matchup, a playoff matchup next week, most likely against
New England.
probably the Patriots. So this is a spot where I think the Bills win. Don't get me wrong. The Bills win. Jets keep it close.
Yeah. Oh, also one more play for me in this game. Player props. I'm going to have a few of these today. This is the first one that's come up. Stephon Diggs over 6.5 receptions. He needs 7 receptions for over 100, which will get him a bonus of $250,000 in incentives. So Stephon Diggs over 6.5 receptions for me as well at minus 114.
There you go. Let's keep on rolling. We get some more chat. Jets, Jets. But we're not good on the road. That's fair. Bills, no touch, but Jets are really bad. They didn't complete last week. I told you Brady is bad at covering Vegas spreads, but then again, they don't play to cover spreads, right? Correct.
Exactly.
Bills have been poop, so no touch for me. We are covering today. Yes, the Jets are covering today. That is our best bet. Player props, yes.
Nick yes, I have a few player props based on incentives and potential records.
Yeah. By the way, depending on most likely if I'm just counting as the Bills winning this week and the Patriots winning this week, depending on that Bengals game, the Bills will either face the winner of that the Sunday night game. They'll it's kind of a big mess. They could either play Indianapolis if the Chargers win. They could play the Raiders if the Raiders win. This is all inserting that the Colts beat the Jaguars. Or if the Bengals Bengals win today, Buffalo stays in the 4 seed. There's only one opponent for them, and that is the New England Patriots. Unless New England loses to Miami, then it could be Vegas. And there's a whole fluctuant there. So Buffalo still doesn't know who they're going to play. Most likely, if all the scenarios work out the way that we're expecting them to, they're most likely going to be the 3 seed and playing against the way that me and Nick see it, Vegas. But we'll see. We'll keep on rolling, though, Nick.
Yeah. Carolina Panthers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers 10-point home favorites in this game, total 42. This is a game I only got to player props to. What did you get to?
Yes, this is another one of those plays that we have up on the site as a free pick that we put up like a week ago. It's kind of like a record booster, I guess. We got the Carolina Panthers at plus 16.5, I believe. I think that this Tom Brady probably plays maybe the first quarter, maybe the first half. I don't really think he plays for much. Yes, they can get the 2 seed. I really don't think it matters. It's the difference between them playing against the 49ers or the Eagles. It's not a big deal. I don't think they care. So they already clinched their playoff spot, their division. They're going to play at home next week. I think that Tom Brady plays about maybe a quarter, maybe a half. And I think that the Carolina Panthers backdoor cover or cover in this game. We have it up on the site at the plus 16. I have them plus 8 up on my teasers and stuff. Did I bet this game straight up? No, I did not. But I do like I do like Carolina to cover in this game.
Yeah, this is a game I only got to props, and I got to one player specifically. Robert Gronkowski. I got him over 6.5 receptions. He needs 7 receptions for a 55 reception bonus. And you know Tom Brady knows this. And you know Brady's going to feed Gronk the ball today. I also have Gronk over 85 receiving or over, what was it, 70? I'm trying to remember the line I got it at. He needs
85.
He needs 85 to get a 750 receiving yard bonus for the season. I got him over 73.5. So I think that's a great line there. This is a good incentive game for Gronkowski. I was also trying to find some numbers for Brady as well. I think I might add a Brady prop here because my only question mark is he going to be playing the entire game? Because if he is, I like him over his passing yards because now this is a little bit far-fetched, but I'm trying to find what record Brady's trying to break here. But he needs like 400 and something yards to break Peyton Manning's record of most yards in a season. But his passing yards is only 276.5. I think he can get that, especially if he's going to be going to Gronk a lot, I'm hoping. So I'm going to add Tom Brady over 276.5 passing yards as well in this game. I think he torches the Carolina Panthers here a little bit. And I'm going to go with my plays for this one is Gronk over 6.5 receptions, over 73.5 receiving yards, and Brady over 276 passing yards.
That's fair. I just think, the thing is, do you think that Brady's going to be able to do that in a short sample size? Because I don't think he plays the entire game.
I think he'll be fine.
I don't think he plays the entire game, but that's just me. I like Brady to cover and the Bucs to win by 7. Yeah, Lex is just going to fade everything that me and you are doing today, Nick. So
that's fair.
We got that, Lex. And this dude and his dude has incentives to get. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I know that happens, but I still think Carolina backdoor covers or something.
Yep.
Let's keep rolling, Nick.
Yeah, New Orleans Saints at the Atlanta Falcons here. Our Saints are 4-point road favorites, total of 40 in this game. So another one, I took a shot on a dog today. Crazy things happen in Week 18. Give me the Falcons here. I got them plus 3.5, plus 160. Half unit play on the plus 160. This is another one that falls right into that stat. 95 and 56 against the spread. 63% since 1990. Teams that are eliminated from the playoffs taking on teams that are needing a win to make it into the playoffs. This applies to the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons, I think, are live home underdogs in this one. Plus, look at the offense that the Saints put up. This is a team that I don't trust them to get more than, 21 points in this game? You're telling me this can't be 20-17? Something along those lines. At the very least, Falcons cover 6.5. Or 3.5. Give me the Falcons to take care of business in this game. I think that this is a close enough game where the Falcons at least cover, if not win straight up, because I don't particularly trust the Saints here.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll go Falcons as well. I think it's going to be an ugly game, 100%. It's going to be two offenses that suck, two defenses that are all right. And it's going to be one of those ugly games that we'll see. Saints need to win this game, and they need a 49ers loss to make the playoffs. Falcons are done. So that kind of shows motivation. Hey, if I'm the Falcons, I get to knock out one of my division rivals out of a possible playoff spot. I think that's incentive enough for them. This is it's another one of those spots where it's a team that doesn't care. It's a very dangerous spot. I have Atlanta as one of our plays, and I have Atlanta on my parlay and my teaser. I'm ready to run with it. I'm ready for them to see what we can do. Taking the Atlanta Falcons +4 as home dogs Week 18 to finish off the season.
Love it.
Good
Oh,
morning.
one more
Good.
play for this one here as well. Kyle Pitts is going for the rookie tight end receiving yards record, trying to beat 1961 Mike Ditka's record. He needs just 59 yards to do that. I have him over 61.5.
Sounds good. Lex is trying to brag, saying he's made his tickets at 3 a.m. That's kind of cute. We had ours last night. I'm not fading you. You're fading me. No, you're fading us. Under 41, I could see that. Saints defense. I don't see my Saints making the playoffs. We don't either. Atlanta plus 10.5. There you go. Let's keep rolling because we've been live for 45 minutes and we still have a whole NBA slate to go over.
Yeah. Seattle Seahawks at the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals 5.5 point home favorite. I'll make this pretty quick and simple for me here. I'm on AJ Green over 4 receptions and over 50. I'm trying to remember what the line is here. Over 59.5 receiving yards for today's game. Looking at what AJ Green needs to do, he needs 75 yards for over 900 for a bonus. And if he can get another 10 receptions, he'll get another $250K bonus for 60 receptions this season. So I can see Kyler Murray feeding him a little bit here. And I like AJ Green over receptions and over receiving yards as well.
There you go. I don't mind that at all. I really didn't get too much in this one. I will say for my parlay and my teaser, they have Seahawks plus 5.5 and Seahawks plus 13. I just think this is a spot where Seahawks are coming into this one. They've got nothing to lose. This is probably the last ride for Russell Wilson, last ride for Pete Carroll. It will probably ride that momentum out, but I'm on the Seahawks to at least cover in this game. If the Arizona Cardinals are going to win, I think it's by a field goal at that. I think it's a letdown spot after a big win last week versus the Cowboys. The Cardinals are fighting for the division, but if the Rams beat the Niners, that kind of just flies out the window.
Which we'll get to that.
Which we'll get to that game next. I just think this is a good spot for Seahawks to at least cover the 5.5. Normally, these two teams very close in terms of their spreads, in terms of their games. I'm going Seahawks plus 5.5 in this game.
Sounds fair here. Sounds fair.
Lex is making fun of us. Knockout division rivals. Falcons are so bad. Home field advantage doesn't exist in their dictionary. Hey, it's whatever. Teased Seahawks. Might make a new ticket and take the under. There you go. Tease the under. That works. I think Seahawks will keep it close. I agree. AJ Green over receiving yards is one of my handicappy Tom picks. I decided to take the rest of the month off of handicappy Tom.
No, you just stuck and finished 7-7.
Shut up. You're one game better than me. You have nothing to brag about. Cardinals
I made
have
it past.
Yeah. They have been. It's whatever. Let's keep rolling though, Nick.
Yeah, San Francisco 49ers are at the LA Rams in this spot here. Rams are 3.5 point home favorites, total 44.5. This is now down to a 3, but you can buy the Niners from 3 to 3.5. It's even money, so you can get 3.5 at minus 125.
There you go. Yeah, where are you looking at this one, Nick?
Huh?
Oh, you're frozen.
There we go.
There you go. Where are you looking at this one, Nick?
I'm on the Niners. I took them plus 3.5 and plus 170. I think they win this game straight up. They've been playing a lot better as of late. And the Rams are a team I've made pretty decent money fading. I am disappointed that I got him at 3.5 instead of it was, I think, 5.5 earlier in the week. But Niners, they need to win to make the playoffs. With a win, they make the playoffs. With a tie, they make the playoffs. And with a loss, but a Saints loss, they also make the playoffs. So the Niners are most likely a playoff team. They just want to probably lock it up here. They've covered in 3 of their last 4 weeks. The only game they didn't cover is the game I bet on them, or I bet against them with Tennessee. They've gone under in 4 straight games as well. This is a definite there's definite spot here that I like the Niners. I think they take care of business in this one. Jaguars win, and the Raiders and the Chargers can take knees and go it out. If we take a look at it, the Niners and the Rams can both do the same thing, and it benefits both teams. Hear me out. Niners and Rams knee it out, and they tie. Rams clinch the division. Niners clinch a playoff spot. Why not? Yeah, why not? But yeah, I like the points here. I like the plus money with the Niners. But I did take a player prop on the opposite side based on a record that's trying to be broken. Cooper Kupp needs 12 receptions to break the single season receiving record of 149, which was set by
Calvin Johnson, Megatron,
Michael Thomas a few years ago. So that's a play you can look at as well. You can also, if you want to get a little bit juicier here, let me see if I can receptions. Cooper Kupp to break the record, 12 plus receptions at plus 171. That's not a bad look either. Cooper Kupp has that in the back of his mind. Matthew Stafford has that in the back of his mind. He's going to feed Cooper Kupp today. So I like over receptions here.
Yeah, there you go. Late games depending on other late games, early games depending on other early games. There is one game I didn't touch because it depends on the 8-25 game.
Fair enough.
That's fine. This one couldn't touch. I really want the 49ers to win today. They've been beaten by the Rams last 5 games they've played.
No, they beat the Rams last 5.
I don't really bet any player props, Mr. Nico. But real quick, San Francisco and Rams for me. I'm on the Niners to at least cover. I didn't bet the money line. I just covered them just because this game could easily be a field goal game at the end. Both these teams have something to play for. San Francisco has a playoff spot to play for when the Rams have a divisional spot to play for. Now, 49ers can lose this game and still make it in at 9-8. That would require a loss from the New Orleans Saints. Which could easily happen. So this is a spot where I think that obviously San Francisco needs this win a little bit more than the Rams do, just because of playoff implications. Because Rams can lose this game and still make the playoffs. They all just hope for a loss from Arizona
to win the division.
Exactly. So I think San Francisco comes into this one hungry. They've been doing well against the Rams. I think that they come in and win this game, or keep it close at least. Give me the Niners plus 3.5.
Yeah, and if you want any of these any touchdown scoring props, I mean, you can correlate it with what I've got here: AJ Green, Kyle Pitts, Cooper Kupp, Robert Gronkowski. I won't talk you off of any of those, and Stephon Diggs.
Fair enough. All right, Nick. Last football game of the day.
Yeah, LA Chargers are at the Las Vegas Raiders in this one here. Chargers are now down to a minus 2.5. Granted, that's minus 125 for the 2.5, plus 2.5, plus 105. You can buy the Raiders back up to a 3 at minus 120. What are you looking at for this game? This is the big game of the night. Winner makes the playoffs. Loser goes home. So where are we looking?
Well, obviously the Jaguars are going to win today, so this one's going to be a 0-0 tie. They're going to kneel at 15. No, I'm kidding. This is I feel like this is a Raiders spot. After everything that's happened this year, the fact that the Raiders still have a shot to make the playoffs is crazy. And they could very well be clinched by the time they get into this game. Because if the Colts lose, they clinch a spot, I believe. Does that work that way?
Yeah. Something along those lines.
This is a spot I like the Raiders. I got them at plus 3. This is one of our plays for the day. I got them on my teaser. I got them every which way to go with it. So I think the Raiders just come in and get it done against the Chargers team that has been consistently inconsistent. So I'm taking the Raiders this one.
Yeah, I've got to say, I did a free pick video on this game last night as well. I got to say, with everything the Raiders have been through this season, between John Gruden and Henry Ruggs and all of the off-field drama that has surrounded the Las Vegas Raiders this year, there's one thing I've got to give my extreme props out to them here. It's crazy they're going to make the playoffs this year when they beat the Chargers tonight. And I got them at plus 135. They're now down to a plus 115. I think the Chargers take care of business here at home. Give me a little bit of home dog action. I'm tired and I'm done doubting Derek Carr and this Raiders team. They've done it to me multiple weeks in a row. I was bet Denver. I bet the Colts, and they didn't win either of those. And I am tired of doubting this what do you call it? This Raiders team. So I'm gonna go with the Raiders here. I'm gonna take them here to win this game straight up at plus 135. I'm just saying right now, there are stupider bets than 125 to 1 for the Raiders to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, I don't go that far.
Fine. I think it's 40 to 1, 50 to 1 to win the AFC. So
no.
I'm just saying if they make it into the playoffs, that's not a terrible look. But yeah, I'm on the Raiders to at least win this game today. I'm obviously not betting their Super Bowl prop, not betting their AFC prop, but I think that this is a definite spot here. And I like the over as well in this game a little bit. I didn't bet the over, but I would look that way. Give me the Raiders. Win this game straight up at plus 135.
Okay, that's fair. I like it. Devontae Freeman, touchdown prop. Any thoughts on that one, Nick?
Don't mind it. I like the Titans.
AJ Dillon, touchdown prop.
Don't mind it. I like the Packers first quarter.
Dogs against the spread first quarter is also a great look for games you think that they will go all out because they most likely they tire win first quarters. That's fair.
I disagree with that one with the Packers game though. Other than that, sure.
Yeah, I didn't want to touch this game because other teams depending on Raiders win. This game's the last game of the night, so at this point we already know what's going on. So Raiders are also inconsistent. Yes, they are, but I feel like Raiders are going to have the better shot tonight. Over. Yeah, I would definitely like the over in this game. All right, Nick. That is all the NFL games for today. I know you got a 2-game NHL slate. We'll go ahead and run over to that. And then we'll try to power through the NBA slate because I know we got a bunch of games and we've already been live for almost an hour at this point. So let's run it through. Dallas Stars at the St. Louis Blues. Blues 160 favorite. 5.5 is your total in this one. Quick summary. Let's run through all these games.
Yeah. The Dallas Stars coming in 17-12-2. They're 15-16 against the spread. They're 11-20 over under. They're 4-9-1 away from home though. We have the St. Louis Blues coming in 20-10-5. They're 20-15 against the spread. They're 16-17 over under. 13-3-2 at home. So they are a very good home team here. Dallas comes into this game playing some pretty good hockey though, winning 4 straight games. Both games 6th compared to everyone 28th, 29th, 30th. They won in a shootout against Florida, and they beat the Pittsburgh Penguins yesterday afternoon. On the other side, we have the St. Louis Blues, who have also looked pretty good. They are coming off of a 5-1 win versus the Washington Capitals, a team I'm very high on this year. They lost to the Penguins, part of their 10-game winning streak, the Penguins, and no shame in that. They beat the Wild in the Winter Classic game, and they beat the Oilers 4-2. I like the Blues here in regulation. I don't hate their puck line a little bit here. If you want to get a little bit of frisky in this game, I think this is maybe a little bit of a lower scoring game, so I'm not 100% keen on the puck line completely at a plus 155, though. I won't talk about people off of it. I got them in regulation here at minus 115. I think they take care of business in this game. I like this spot for them.
There you go. And then your second game of the night is the Detroit Red Wings against the Anaheim Ducks. Ducks are 135 in this one. Total of 5.5. Where are you liking this game, Nick?
Oh, yeah. By the way, I just wanted to mention with this comment, yes, the Dallas is on the second half of back-to-back where they traveled, and this is a better scheduling spot for the St. Louis Blues as well. All right, moving on. Anaheim Ducks, Detroit Red Wings. Looking at this game, this is where my last Woody standing is going to be taking place here, Tim. I've made it all the way to Sunday, and I'm going to go with the Anaheim Ducks to win this game. The Ducks are a much better home team than the Detroit Red Wings are a road team. Detroit 16-16-3. They're 14-21 against the spread. They're 19-15 over under. They're 4-11-1 on the road. On the other side, the Anaheim Ducks are 18-12-7. 27-10 against the spread, 16-20 over under, 11-5-4 at home. So give me a little bit of quack here. It's not 135. And if you want to get a little bit frisky in this game, you can take the Ducks in regulation at plus 110, or you can take the Ducks on the puck line at plus 170, something I may look into doing as well in this game. Any chance I can get to fade the Detroit Red Wings on the road, I'm going to take, especially when we're going to be potentially getting Thomas Greiss in net for the Detroit Red Wings, who is 6-7 this year with a 3.41 goals allowed average and an 895 save percentage. Plain and simple. This is a 100% Duck spot for me here. I'm gonna lay the minus. I don't care that I laid minus 140 on it. I think the Ducks win this game, and I think this could be a 3-1, 4-1 type of game. Ducks take care of business. I don't know about the over. I'll lean under in this game because these are two lower scoring teams. But yeah, I like the Ducks in this spot here.
I like it. Both teams on back-to-back, I believe.
And this is a rescheduled game.
Yep. Let's get some Disney magic. Ducks for the win. Let's do it. We'll go ahead. That was everything for the hockey slate, small hockey slate today. We do have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 NBA games. I'm going to try to run through these as quick as I can, so that we can head on out sometime today. Let's go run through them, Nick.
Yeah, the Spurs are at the Nets here. Nets are 10-point home favorites, total of 230 in this game. Where are you looking at for this spot?
Yeah, I'll say I'll pass on this game. It was a lean towards the Spurs. It was almost a Spurs bet. A couple of injuries kept me off of it. Derek White, Johnson, and Vassell all out for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge is still out for the Brooklyn Nets. This is just one of those spots where I could see this one being either a 9-8 point game, or I could see it being a 30-point game. So I don't lay more than 10 points in the NBA, so I'm not going to be laying 10 points on the Nets, especially. Spurs have been really good against the spread this year. This is a pass for me. I just didn't get to anything. Maybe I'll lean towards the over in this one.
Yeah, this one was one I did get to. I did take the 10 points here with the Spurs. Looking at this game, I had this game handicapped around 7. So I see around 3 points of value here with the Spurs in this game. As ugly as this may look, I think that the Spurs plus the points is the look in this game. We see how this Brooklyn team is at covering spreads, and they're not very good at it.
15-22 this year.
15-22. And as a favorite, I think it's even worse. As a favorite, they are 10-21-1 as a favorite this season, which is not good at all. Obviously, you're not making money betting them there. And as a home favorite, taking it up. There we go. Brooklyn as a home favorite this year, 3-15-1 against the spread. Give me the Spurs to cover this one.
Not to mention the Brooklyn Nets are actually now the 4th worst team against the spread this year. Lakers have actually moved up. They're now 5th from the bottom. They're no longer in the bottom 4, bottom 3. Brooklyn 15-22 against the spread this year, 40.5% rate. Only teams that are they haven't moved. They have Sacramento down there, but they're heading at 41%, so they're actually a little bit better. So Brooklyn's actually bottom 3. Only teams that are hitting worse, the Atlanta Hawks. Wow, I went from Braves to Falcons, Hawks, who are hitting at 39.4%, and then
Like you're ready for other sports there, Tim.
And then Portland Trail Blazers are hitting at 35% this year, hitting their spread. So Brooklyn, third worst in the league. So did not touch this one. That being said, I'm kind of scared for the next game.
All right. Then we'll move on here. The Hawks are at the Clippers in this spot here. Hawks
Actually,
are 4-point.
Spurs injury list is crazy. I like Patty Mills' point prop first game against his old team. I like that COVID list. Yeah, I got you. Anyways, sorry. We'll go on, Nick.
Yeah, Hawks are 4-point road favorites here against the LA Clippers. Total 225 in this game. Where are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, I'm on the Hawks in this one. I know I just mentioned the Hawks. Their spread is hitting at less than 40% this year. But the Clippers are on a second leg of a back-to-back with a short bench. I know the Hawks are not good on the road. I just feel like this is a good spot for the Hawks in this one. Clippers are just still no Paul George. They got a couple of banged up pieces on the bench. I feel like this is a game. Hawks come out and they take care of business in this one. We're going to be taking the Hawks -4 against the Clippers. Just going to try to run through these games.
Yeah, I passed on this game. I was leaning towards the home team in this spot a little bit because I just don't want to lay points with the Hawks on the road. That's just not a spot here. As an away team, the Hawks have not been very good this year, to say the least. 8-13 against the spread, not very good straight up. So this would be a lean towards the Clippers for me, but no bet.
That's fair. This is one of those. I think it's more of a situational spot, but we'll keep on rolling. 1-800-GAMBLER, but Hawks. Let's get it. Next game, Nick.
Washington Wizards at the Orlando Magic in this one here. Wizards are 7-point road favorites. Where are you looking at in this game?
Yeah, this is another game that I passed on. Wizards are one of those teams that are both these teams are under 500 against the spread this year. 18-20-1 for the Wizards, 17-23 for the Orlando Magic. Washington has been covering a little bit more often lately, which is good to see, but not enough for me to want to go ahead and try to bet them in this game. I feel like this is a little bit too wide of a spread. Maybe lean towards an under in this game just because Orlando does not have a good offense, or a team total under for Orlando in that case. But I pass on this game. No real interest in this one. I know in the next game I'll have two plays.
Yeah, I swear the Magic are going to be the death of me this year. I'm on them again today. I had this game handicapped around Washington -3.5. I don't have much respect for this Wizards team on my power rankings. I have them pretty low down. And Magic, I think, are obviously really bad as well. I have them pretty low down as well. But if we look at it here, the Wizards have been a road underdog in 7. Bit of an interesting tidbit there. And this is a spot here where I'm going to take the 3.5 points of value here. I'm going to take the home underdog here. I'm going to take the Magic +7. As ugly as that may look, I'm going to take the Magic.
Let's do it. Hawks aren't a good team in general the last 30 days. Yeah, I know. And the Clippers are the same way. Wizards win by double digits. That very well could be the case, but I personally don't have anything on that game. I do have two plays in this game if you watch the free pick video from last night.
Yeah, Toronto Raptors, New Orleans Pelicans. We have the Raptors as 8-point home favorites, total 223.5. Where are you looking here?
I got the Raptors -8, and I got the over. Raptors have been one of the hottest teams in basketball lately. 7-3 their last 10 games, which is great. 9-1 against the spread in their last 10, which is fantastic. The only time they didn't cover was when they got blown out by the Cleveland Cavaliers when they were missing, I think, 4 out of their 5 of their starters or something like that. And then as for the over, I think it's a little bit of a trend. They've gone over in 10 straight games. At least their last 10 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and then they went under their 11 games ago. So this is a spot. I like the Toronto Raptors -8. I got them at 7.5 last night. And then the over 223.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, this is a game I stayed off. No interest in this game. Not enough value on it. I think I had this game around 7, so it'd be a slight lean towards the Pels as a road underdog, but did not get to this game. I have no interest in it.
Fair enough. I mean, it is the Magic. Magic won't even hit 100. Wizards will get 102 plus. Magic may not even get to 90. Hey, at the end of the day, the game still has to get played out. So let's see. Raptors cover. I 100% agree. We'll keep moving to this game next.
Yeah.
Frozen again. Are you good?
We're just going to try to get through this because I think it's just the reception here. Minnesota Timberwolves at the Houston Rockets. Timberwolves 7-point road favorites, total to 232.5. Where are you looking at this one?
All right. This is a pass for me. I have no interest in this game. Houston sucks. Minnesota's been a complete mess this year. They've been up, they've been down, it's just been a weird year for them. They have been covering spreads 20-18-1 against the spread. So they are slightly profitable. No, not quite. They would be down about half a unit in terms of them on the spreads. But this is a pass for me. Maybe a lean towards an over. These two teams do not play much defense and they can score. Lean towards the over in this game, but not a game I wanted to get to. This is a 1-800 gambler for me.
Yeah, I'm taking a shot here at the underdog in this game once again. I'm on the Rockets plus the 7 points. My power ranking has this at 4.5. So I see 2.5 points of value. Oh, yeah, 2.5 points of value here with the Houston Rockets in this game. As ugly as these dogs are today, I'm going to be on the Spurs. I'm going to be on the Magic. I'm going to ride with Houston plus the 7 here.
Get it? Sidebar: Heat at Suns. They lit them up. Yeah, I know. My Heat plus 8.5 ticket said that too. So yeah, it was nice. 5 games left. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah, Denver Nuggets are at the Oklahoma City Thunder in this game. 6.5 point road favorites are the Denver Nuggets. What are you looking at for this one?
I'm on Denver in this one. I got him at -6.5. I think it's a good spot for him. They're starting to gain a little bit of momentum, which is good to see. Even without their big guns, they did drop down to 7th in the West. They're now sitting behind the Lakers and the Mavs in the West, but not that far behind. I think this is a win for them. They need this one. They're going up against a bad Oklahoma City team that they should be able to beat quite easily. So I think Denver by double digits in this game, taking the -6.5. Even with OKC at home, I think is a good spot for the Nuggets.
Yeah, this one was a pass for me. This net line's now up to 7. So this would be a slight lean towards the Thunder for me if I was getting to this game, just because now it's up to a 7, but I passed on this one.
That's fair. Over 232 in that Houston game, it would be a lean that way. I did not bet anything in that game. Let's keep rolling, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Bull at the Mavs here. Bull is 3-point. Three-point favorites in this game. Total 218.5. Where you looking?
I passed on this game. It would be a lean towards the Mavericks, but I'm still waiting on some news. That being Luka Doncic. He is considered questionable for today's game. If he is in, this would be a Mavs spot. If he's out, Bull spot. It makes that big of a difference. Yes. If anything, maybe a lean towards that under 218 with or without Luka. I think it's a nice spot. But personally, I didn't get to anything in this game. And I passed on this.
Yeah, I'm assuming Luka's in today because this line's gone from 3 to 2 actually. So I'm looking to fade Bull. I got the Mavs at at +3 and +130. I don't know if I would get them at 2 here. I had this game handicapped at Mavs -2. Actually, I would still get to them at plus money here. I had the wrong teams favored in this spot, so give me the Mavs to beat Bull +3 and
The
plus
Bull, they
230.
switched it. Shut up.
I had
Bulls money line. There you go. I didn't bet this game. It'd be. I need to look at what Luka's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I really like this game though.
Cleveland at Golden State. Golden State 8.5-point home favorites now. Total 216 in this game.
Yeah. This will be the first time. Oh, sorry. What? You keep freezing.
I'm sorry.
This will be the first time since Game 6 of the 2019 NBA Finals we see Klay Thompson making his big heroic return. Give me the Cleveland Cavaliers +9. I'm fading the big guy coming back. Everybody's going to see him come back. We've seen the line go from, I believe, an 8, 7.5 to now up to a 9 in some spots. I'm all over the Cavs. I think it's a really good spot for them. This is just, I think at least they cover. I don't know if they win, but I know that I think that they cover. Cleveland's still the best team against the spread this year. Still going to keep riding that. And especially when you get them at a dog price like this, the 8.5, 9 points that it is, I am all over the Cavaliers in this game. So give me Cleveland and give me +9. I might sprinkle the money line, but most likely just stick it to the +9.
Frozen.
Yo,
there we go.
Here you go.
Yeah, this is plain and simple for me. I'm on the Cavs +8.5. I had this game handicapped at 6.5, so I see 2 points of value here, enough to get towards Cleveland in this spot. And once again, looking a little bit at trends here. I'm looking at trends a little bit with dogs and favorites and stuff like that. Cleveland, as an underdog this year, is hitting at 69.6%, 16-7-1. As a road underdog, they're 10-4-1. They're covering on the road. They're covering as an underdog, and they're covering in general. So I like the Cleveland Cavaliers here, plus the 8.5. I think they take care of at least covering 8.5. Wouldn't be surprised if you see Cleveland win this game straight up. So I like the Cavs here, plus the 8.5 in the spot.
Yeah, 100%. Lex Steele's finally on something with us. Cavaliers, let's go. Great, that's going to be the play that we lose. Curry has been really bad from injury. That's fair. This line is ridiculous. Even with there's not where are you seeing 2 starters out for the Cavs? I don't see anybody out for the Cavs besides Isaac Okoro. Cavs are healthy. So no, I don't see any starters out for the Cavs today. But 2 games left. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah, Kings are at the Blazers. Blazers are 1-point home favorites, a total of 224. What are you looking at for this game?
I passed on this one. It would be a lean towards the Kings just because the Blazers are hitting at 35% against the spread this year. They are statistically the worst team in the NBA. Not a team, even at home. They're not even. They're 12-11 at home, 10-12-1 against the spread. Both teams have been really struggling. Both teams are 3-7 their last 10, 3-7 against the spread. Just 2 sides that I'm not willing to get to. Maybe a lean towards the over in this game because the Kings don't play much defense. The Blazers like to run fast. Kings like to run fast. I could see this one being a higher scoring game. But is it a game I'm getting to? No, I am not. I'm passing on this one.
Yeah, I am not passing on this one here. I had this game handicapped at Blazers -4. I see value on the Blazers. I'm going to attack them here. I'm going to take them on the money line. I got them around -118. They're around -110 right now. I'd bet them now even more. But I like the Blazers here. Even without McCollum, even without Lillard, this Kings team sucks. Plain and simple. So this is a complete fade of the Kings rather than a play on the Blazers. I'm going to take the Blazers on the money line here.
There you go. Final game of this long slate, Nick.
Yeah.
Jared Fox is out. Okay.
Good.
He's considered questionable, so he's not confirmed out yet. Sorry, go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Memphis Grizzlies They're at the LA Lakers in this one here. Lakers are 3.5-point favorites now. Total 226.5. Are we ending the slate with a little bit of fading the Lakers as a full-time job, Tim?
Right after the show, I do have to get to my job, fading the Lakers. I'm on the Grizzlies plus 3.5 in this game. Yes, I know John Morant sat out yesterday. He was out. I know Dylan Brooks is still going to be questionable. Steven Adams is remaining out. Kyle Anderson's questionable. I don't like this Lakers team. This team has been making me money fading them this year. I'm hitting at about 60-something%. When fading the Lakers this year. Lakers have been doing a little bit better against the spread as of late. They're 17-23-0 against the spread, which is hitting at about 42.5%. So I'm hitting at 57.2%, 57.5% fading the Lakers this year. I'm going to keep riding it. I'm grabbing Memphis, even with all the injuries. Memphis is still the number 2 team against the spread this year, hitting at 63.5%. I'm not fading that. It's the same situation as when I bet the Cleveland Cavaliers against the Portland Trailblazers the other day, when I got to grab the best team against the spread against the worst team against the spread. I'm going to grab the second best team against the spread against the fourth worst team against the spread. Let's run it.
Yeah, this is pretty plain and simple to me here. The wrong team's favored. Yep. I'm on the Grizzlies. I took them plus, I think, 3 and plus 3.5 or plus 130. And if we look at what this Grizzlies team has done this year as a road underdog, 9-4-1 against the spread. As an underdog in general, 12-6-0 against the spread. On the road, 14-5 against the spread. They're the number 1 ATS team on the road this year. So I'm going to take the Grizzlies here, plus 3, plus 130. Take down the Lakers, fading the Lakers full-time job.
Yes, it is. Back to the chat before we do a recap and everything. I thought Selection or Sexton was and someone else were out. My bad, only Sexton. And Sexton's out for a long time, so I'm not worried about that one. Great job, guys. Appreciate it. Sprinkle money line on Grizzlies. Why not? You think Patriots will cover 6 points versus New England? No, I do not.
I would lean towards no.
But that is everything for today. Nick, before we go ahead and do some housekeeping and recapping, here is the bumper.
Hey guys, EarleSportsBets.com has finally launched, and to show our appreciation for you, click on the link below or go to EarleSportsBets.com/promo to get the 7-day package for only $49. That's $120 in savings. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, bye. Listen to that pretty girl. She knows what she's talking about. But that's the bumper. But housekeeping. If you guys new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, our merch, TikTok, and the Earle Sports Bet site, all linked down below. Speaking of Picks and Parleys, Craig did his show earlier. Me and Nick live now. Higgs is probably live now. I'll go ahead and grab his link while Nick's doing the recap, and I'll throw that into the chat so you guys can go over and say hi to him. And then Allie should be live in a little bit as well, because I know that there's going to be the Morning Wood show.
Last Woody Standing
and all that stuff, so make sure you're there. This is that's pretty much it for the stuff. I know there's some free pick videos coming out on all 3 sites as well today. Recap for me, by the way, the link I'm putting in the chat, that is to Higgs' channel. Recap for me, NFL today. I'm on, I didn't type up my NFL. That's fantastic. NBA, I'm at Atlanta -4, New Orleans and Toronto over, Toronto -8, Denver -6.5, Cleveland +9, Memphis +3. And I'll tell you, I'm on Jacksonville +15.5, Jets +16.5, Niners +3.5, Atlanta +3.5, and Vegas money line +140.
Yeah, this feels like a doggy type of day, Tim. But for me, in the NFL, I'm on the Green Bay Packers first quarter -0.5 point at -120. I'm on Jacksonville +16 and +675, half unit sprinkle on the money line. Titans -10, Jets +17 and half unit on the money line. Stephon Diggs over 6.5 receptions. Gronkowski over 6.5 receptions. Brady over 276.5 passing yards. Gronkowski over the receiving yards, 73.5. Falcons plus 3.5. Falcons money line. I don't remember what other, because it just cut off here and I'm trying to read off the bottom. I'm just going to do this. I'm also on AJ Green over 4 receptions and over 59.5 receiving yards. I'm on the Niners plus 3.5 and plus 170. Cooper Kupp over 9.5 receiving receptions. And the Raiders money line plus 135. In the NHL, I am on the St. Louis Blues in regulation. I'm on the Anaheim Ducks money line. And then in the NBA, Spurs plus 10, Magic plus 7, Rockets plus 7, Dallas plus 3 in the money line, Cleveland plus 8.5, Portland money line, Mavericks, Memphis plus 3 and the money line as well.
Let's do it. Nick, wrap up the stream for today, Nick.
Yeah, that's just going to about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here, as always, by my brother, Timothy Earle. And this has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you guys. Good luck.
See you.